What is going on, guys? I know it has been a while. I have been very busy. There is pretty much no more to do on these cars, which I'm going to talk about. The Lexus still has a lot that I could do to it, but I've just been busy. I was almost at the point of selling it. I know, what an intro. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it. So I still want to drive it for the winter, and I still think I'm going to keep it after that. I'm just going to get a new storage spot, which leads me into my next topic. It is going to be an end to this shop. Now, no, it is not because I want to leave, but the landlord wants to up the price, and it's just not worth it. So at this point, I am probably going to move to New Hampshire, and I need storage for my car. So I'm probably going to store my car in Connecticut because I still got family out here. And yeah, I'm definitely going to drive it. Well, I would like to drive it this winter. I'm not going to say definitely because I've been busy, but I definitely want to drive it this winter. So the goal is to drive both cars in the winter. I remember speaking about snow tires for this car. I still am going to do that. I would like to get studded snow tires. I was possibly going to get other rims, but at this point, I think I'm just going to get tires because these tires are pretty much on their way out. They're still good for like road driving, but as far as as far as winter driving, they're going to be below 5 soon. I just do that many miles. I drive the car that hard. I have been getting these tires hot, and when I get them hot, I'm taking a lot of curves, which chews the tires up pretty quick. They're already down to 5s and maybe even 4s. So let's talk about this car. I have actually been washing it, so she's looking pretty. She's not clean today, but you can see that it's beating, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. We got some stuff for this today. As you guys know, I have the grill and I have the headlights, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I even got some extra stuff for down here, and I even got LEDs for everything. I wanted to say halogen because I was thinking about doing like a rally style stuff, but I think this car is done. I think if I do any more to a Crosstrek, I'm probably going to get a second one and get it in a manual because this car is really, really, really fun to drive. Now that I've had it for a while and I've gotten some miles on it and I got everything pretty sorted, man, I love this car, but it gets me into trouble. So I'm thinking maybe I get a manual one and I dedicate that to maybe a track build or a rally build, something along those lines. I don't know yet. I'm not going to promise anything because, you know, this is craziness right now. I still got to figure out where I'm going to go if I'm going to keep doing this and where I'm going to do this at. I got a lot going on, but the good thing is that if I do it, the budget is there now, and yeah, so we'll definitely have some cool stuff if I do it. But let's get into what we are going to do today. I know, again, I haven't seen y'all in a while. I don't know. It's not going to be as consistent as I was. I just don't have enough content or enough stuff going on right now with these cars. So just bear with me. I definitely going to get some driving clips. Like I said, I want to drive these cars for the winter. I'm definitely going to get some driving clips of the Subaru at least in the winter. I would like to drive the Lexus in the winter again and get some clips because now I actually have proper rims and tires. Last year I had good rims and tires. They just didn't look cool. So, you know, they were cool, but they didn't match or nothing like that. Now we got matching rims and tires. So yeah, we'll have a little more fun. Anyways, let's get straight into what we are doing today. The first thing, if you couldn't tell, it's on the roof. It is the grill. It's a little dusty because it's been sitting for such a long time. I have been waiting. I've been ordering parts little by little, and I want to do this all at once so I don't have to take all this stuff off again because the whole bumper has to come off. Not for this, but for the headlights, which is going to lead me into my next thing. And yes, so this, you could actually paint this. It's like fiberglass so that you can take it to somebody and have it paint matched or just paint it. But honestly, that's close enough for me. I really don't care. I just want to get rid of the chrome. And honestly, this is the same color as this anyways up here. So we're going to replace that chrome with this. I also have some extra pieces that I will show you. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put this for now. It looks like I'm gonna have to drill some holes into this to get that to fit right, so that's not gonna be a fun time. But first, let's get into these headlights. These are not OEM. They are, it says made in China, but I don't think they're made in China. I think they're probably remade in China, I guess. But hold on, I'm gonna put the phone down and then we're gonna go over there. And so I already opened them. This is how they came. I did put it back how it came, so don't worry, this is how it came. Yes, they are extra crispy. These were $250 with the bulbs. I didn't need the bulbs. I could have ordered them for like $150 without the bulbs. I should have, because I got LEDs. I just was on. I didn't know if I was going to do LEDs or not. But, you know, worst case scenario, I have spare bulbs, so that's fine. But these do come with the bulbs for $250. I'll put what I got these from. They're from an Amazon brand. I don't know what they were called, but I'll put it on the screen. The ceiling looks okay. I'm not too confident. I have seen a lot of reviews on like headlights in general from all these Amazon brands, and they tend to fog or get like condensation in there. Worst case scenario, I heat them up and get all the condensation out and then reseal them myself, or just kind of like, you know, fill all this stuff in. This doesn't look like it was the greatest job, but they were $250. OEM ones cost like $800, and I'm not spending $800, and that's probably without the bulbs. So these are pretty nice. I'm excited for that. They're nice and clear. You can also get some smoked ones I saw from another brand that I was thinking about getting, and honestly, they just look darker. They don't even look like they're smoked. They just look like a darker clear. It's kind of nice, actually. I thought about it, but I didn't go with those. Now I'm gonna show y'all the last piece. I pointed it out to you guys, but I didn't explain exactly what it was. So where did I put these? Here's one. I don't know where the other one is, but it's somewhere in this car. Let's see, where is it? I got a mess in my car right now, y'all. All right, you know what? I will show you one for now, and when we put it in, I will show you the other one. But if you look, we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna show you over here, all right? This whole piece right here with black. Now, you can actually get these with LEDs. I wasn't too hot about that. I also thought I wasn't gonna go LED. There's partially a reason for why I didn't want to go LED as well, which I'll talk about in a second. I don't quite know. Uh-oh, I scuffed these up, didn't I? That'd be all right. It's not that serious. So these are actually pretty nice quality, I'll be honest with you. You know, assuming that you don't throw them in the back of your car and let them get beat up. I probably could, yeah, look, it's just screws. So if I wanted to, I could just literally swap over, which I probably will do because these probably fit better because they're OEM. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna unscrew these and then pop on these black pieces. But you can actually just order the whole piece. So if yours is all messed up or something happened to it, I think it was like $60 for these, and they take a while to come in, like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but honestly, they're worth it, and they're pretty well made, I'll be honest. Like, this composite it looks OEM. It's even got like you see the little etching into it. I don't know what it's called, but it has all of that. These ones are a little bit softer, but it's not that serious. So that's what we're gonna start doing, taking off all this bumper stuff. I gotta unclip all this stuff. I don't know if I spoke about this, but I was looking at a cop and he was doing something stupid, and it made me do something stupid. It's my own fault, but I was focused on the cop because he went into like an area where it's got like, you can turn in 2 ways, and he went in the opposite way for the opposite lane. And then he came back, and I'm thinking that he's trying to like stop traffic. So I was trying to go that way, and then I see that he's doing that. So I'm like, oh, let me not go that way because I think he's trying to stop traffic. Then he's looking at me like I'm an idiot and like I'm doing something wrong. So I'm like, you're in the opposite flow of traffic and you have no lights on. And then he drives out of that. So by this time I pulled out and I back off and I go and I drive out another way because there's another way to get out. And then because I'm looking at him do all of this dumb stuff, I do something dumb. And I drove over pretty much a curb, and it popped my whole front bumper off. Not the full front bumper, but the corner of it. And now we have this issue. So I'm gonna try to fix this. It's like there's a clip under here that clips the actual fender, and then there's clips that this goes into the plastic piece that goes into the fender, and there's a bunch of little poppy pieces out. I don't really know what to call them, but you know, those things that pop out. So I'm gonna have to take all of those off, because I gotta take all of those off anyways to do this, that, and all of this extra stuff. So we're gonna take the whole bumper off and hopefully realign it, put those black pieces on, put those headlights on, and put the grill in. And then we will get to see the new look at the front end. I still wanna take the roof racks off. I just haven't had time, and I just don't feel like doing it because it requires you to pull the headliner a little bit. You don't gotta take it completely out, but you do gotta like pull these edges out, and that's gonna be a pain. I also haven't looked into finding the trim that will replace that, but molding, but honestly, I might just leave it open or tape it up. just so it doesn't leak in there. It's not that serious, and I just know that taking these off is going to make the car look extremely sleek and good. So that's what we're getting into today. Well, let's get to it. Something else I forgot to mention that I also am doing today, because I'm going to have the front bumper off to be able to see everything. The toe, this is just from driving it hard. I think it finally settled all the bushings in, and the toe is out a little bit, so it's been tearing up that left tire. This one is out a little bit too, so I'm going to pull them in probably a little bit on both sides, just so that that can stop wearing unevenly. This one, it doesn't look that bad, but it's because I rotated it already. It's fine for a little bit, but once it starts to aggressively wear, it's, you can see the difference. So I'm going to be adjusting the toe. I also want to note, because I just did this, it looks like this is a part of this silver one, and then this is part of the actual structure back here, so you can leave that on there, hopefully. We'll find out in a second. I'm about to put the car up so that I can get to all these clips in the front, and then start taking this front bumper off so that I can do this. So that's what's supposed to be in this side. I don't have that on the other side because I lost it when I hit the curb, but that's what's supposed to be on the inside. That's supposed to be on the outside. Let's see here. I'm just gonna look around so we can see what everything looks like, because we got clips over here. Let me turn on the wide angle real quick. Clips up here. I don't think I'm gonna have to take anything of this off, but I just want to see what it looks like so I can mimic it on the other side, because the other side's all broken now from that. Let me do that again. All right, so looks like I'm just taking off these two, and then I'll go from the bottom and start working my way around. Once again, just showing myself clips. Clip. It looks like I'm gonna have to take all of that off too. I don't know yet. Yes, I'm gonna get back to it. I just wanted to show myself so that I know what I'm taking off and what I'm not taking off. There's a corner one here. It looks like everything on the side is fine, but again, we will find out. I don't know about this. I'm hoping this stays on there. But yes, it looks like it's going to be not too bad. I know this thing is probably foggy. I cracked the protector on this one, so yes, the camera quality is not that great. Anyways, this thing's pretty easy to come off. Check it out. I know I'm not showing anything that important, but if you look, these are just for the top corner. These are like, there's like, oh, they're right here. I think this is them. No, I think these go to the top. Well, this is all the clips for everything, including the grill, top of the grill piece that I did. So let's turn around real quick. Bumper's off. Now we can access these. That's off. I can start reconstructing all this for this. It looks like it's gonna be pretty straightforward. It's literally 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, because there's 2 up there. 4, 5, this is 2 up there. So yeah, this is pretty dang straightforward. I literally, you kind of have to pry the sides and then it'll pop off. And yeah, it comes off pretty easy. It did not make it easier to access I don't know why I thought it would, the steering rack. So I'm just gonna have to kind of squeeze in there and adjust that when I get a second, but that's not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. I actually want to check for play on these because I feel like that might be my clicking noise, but for now, we're gonna focus on the bumper. I gotta pop all of this out, or figure out how to pop this out, because it don't look like it do just pop out. And then swap those over, and also see if the LEDs that I got fit for this, because I wasn't too confident in the fitment for these. There's an LED conversion that is not the same name as the code for these bulbs. So I don't know that they fit. I don't necessarily believe it. I'm about to pop all that other stuff out, get this grill off, and start getting everything set up so that we can have this ready to go back on, and then swap these over, because these are going to be probably a pain. So let me get straight into this. Oh, I also wanted to show you this. I found it finally. This is how it came packaged, so you can actually see that they are not coming in beat up like mine did. Mine is not beat up because I took it out and didn't put it back in the plastic like a smart man. So this is how they come. Nice and fresh. This is extra crispy, and it looks just like OEM. Again, I think these are a little more protruding, but it's really not that serious. And yeah, well, I guess we'll see how these fit. I might try to see if they fit in. I'm probably gonna swap that one over just because it has that little marking on there. But these look extra fresh, so I don't know. Let me get to it. As you can see, one of these is in. This is the OEM piece. I did take the silver piece off, put the black one on. This one, it fit all right. It didn't fit terrible, but there was still like a little bit of space, and it didn't have like, this is tight. The back piece isn't as tight as the other one, so there's like space between the fog light and this. So I ended up going with the OEM one. I just took these screws off. I actually used the screws from the black trim just because I know they were in there already. So yeah, it looks good now. But I did use the OEM piece because it definitely fit better and it popped right in versus the other one. It would go in, but there was like certain parts that were kind of like, there was a little extra space here, and then I tried it a different way, and then there was space on this side. Can't be OEM. So back to OEM, about to the other side. And then from there, I will do the grill, the headlights, and then we will get back to putting this back on. Okay, we have a whole bunch of craziness going on here. It looks like I'm going to have to align this back myself. I'm not excited about that. So if you look here, this trim piece goes under there, and it is held up actually by one of those plastic pieces. And then there is two bolts here, and then another bolt on the side that goes into the headlights that goes through there. So yeah, we're definitely going to be realigning everything, and I don't know if it's going to be the best, but we're going to try. Right now, I'm about to start swapping the stuff over. That's the old headlight assembly. This is the LEDs. They come with some zip ties so that you can zip tie up the harness because you're going to have extra stuff, which I'll explain in a second. If you look, that's what's going to be on there, and that's because they're LEDs, so they aren't the same output or whatever they're called for the wattage and things like that. Here's some extra O-rings, some extra screws. I don't know how to adjust these things. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even know what this... Oh, okay, we got a manual. Check that in a second. I'm just going to try to be a Neanderthal and just try this. So these are also 9005 and the H11s. What the 9005 is the high beam, and then the H11 is the low beam. I don't know which is which. Hopefully they're labeled somehow, because that would be stupid if they weren't. I should be doing this very carefully. There's even gloves in here. I don't care that much, if I'm being honest. It looks like... Okay, it is labeled. It seems like, yes. So these are the orange are the 9005 and the gray are the H11. So I just wanted to take these out and see where these are going so I can have an idea. I'm going to need both hands for that, so I'm not going to show you guys this. Oh, these are actually tiny. So yeah, no, this is going to be light work. So as you can see, this back here is to cool the LED. It's got a cooler in it. LEDs run hot, so I guess there is also, it looks like it's on this side, I guess. Nope. In the manual, it said there's a screw somewhere, and basically you can adjust the LED angle, I suppose. I'm hoping that these are just right. I'm just going to pop them in and hope that they are straight. Again, these are the high beams, so I don't know, but yes, as you can see, they are going to connect to that connector right there. This is the low beam, but I'm just showing you for example. It'll connect to that connector. This will stay outside of there. You can zip tie it up somewhere, and basically all this does is make sure that the ECU doesn't trip a code, because the LEDs are made with a different wattage. So this will create it so that it makes it look like it's getting the right wattage for the halogens. Okay, now that I explained all that, hopefully these pop right in. The brand is Sea Lights. As you can see, the box was xenon. I'm interested to see if these fit nice and simply into the housing. We also don't know if these housings are that great, so I don't know. We're going to find out, but you can see they packaged them very nicely. Big old box. I didn't even know this. If you look at these, they have like the markings there. I didn't even peep that. I don't know if my headlights were like that and they just are old and you can't see it anymore, but you know, they don't look like that anymore. So as you can see, I want to say, so these came with the bulbs, so I really didn't need to get these. I did get them, but if you buy them, they do come with the bulbs, which is nice. These connectors are actually really nice. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest with you. It looks like that's the high beam because I believe the high beam is still in this one. Yes. And, oh, no, that one says H11, so that's the low beam. Is that really? So then I took out, this is the high beam. Let me see here. Gonna need both hands for this. I'll try to do this on camera for y'all. Again, this is pretty simple. Yeah, okay, there we go. 9005. So this is the high beam. All right, so we can put that right on. And we're gonna do that one because it's off and I don't have to do it in the car. Yeah, it says 9005 on here too. I could have just read this one, huh? These are actually pretty nice. They're not like, these are Sylvanias, but you know, they're a little different, but they're nice. So we'll keep those because it's always nice to have a spare, but this is what's going in there. So let's see how this fits. It's kind of a pain with this wire, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, but they fit right in, as you can see. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna, I don't even think I'm gonna zip tie this. Honestly, this can sit right where it's at. Maybe I'll zip tie it to like this right here. No, it's just gonna be in the way for the clip. I don't know, we'll figure that out in a second. But for now, we're gonna pop this headlight in. Well, first I'm gonna put these in, and then I'm gonna pop the headlight in so that I can at least have them in there already. Because if not, it's kind of a pain to put them on afterwards and snake your hand in there. So you got the intake over here. So I advise you do that too, and then zip tie them up however you see fit. I'm probably just gonna zip tie it to this because it looks like this has enough space, and I'll be able to clip this to that and then maybe zip tie it like this or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it and then I will show you after. The thing I was worried about is that the signals might look funky because the signals are still gonna be halogen. I don't really care. They're embers, so they should be fine. And the other thing I was worried about was I heard that you can actually just unplug this right here, I believe it is. Something like that, and it'll turn off your DRL. But my DRLs will hopefully be LED. Now, the reason I say that is because supposedly the 9005 high beams are the low beams. Excuse me, I'm saying a whole bunch of gibberish. The 9005s are the DRLs in the car somehow. That's what I heard. So if you change those, supposedly they should technically be LED. We'll find out once we put everything back together, but for now, I'm gonna get to work and then I will show you the end result because this is gonna take a while. I gotta align that one, I gotta align this one, and then I gotta put the bumper back on. I still haven't put the grill on, so I gotta do that. It's gonna be a whole dilemma, but as you can see, they got these nice little coolers on them and they do fit. And I'm assuming that one's gonna fit too. I'll let you know if anything changes. I don't wanna show you guys the headlights yet, but I'm just showing you that you see that line right there? So that line right there, I took a blue Sharpie and marked it. And that was so that I could get the alignment right. And if you look, hold up. Again, try not to show you guys too much. All right, so if you look right here, this has an alignment dot right there. That's gotta pop into place. When that pops into place, the headlight should be in the general idea of where it needs to be. And then if you go up here, as you can see, I'll mark this one. But if you look right here, that dot should relatively line up. It's not gonna be perfect. If you look at this one, oh, it's actually got a pop clip in there. So yeah, there's a clip in there. I didn't even know that. So mine didn't have the clip in there, but I'm about to pop a clip in there so that it can sit flush. And yeah, that's gonna keep it in place. If you need to know what it looks like or how it should look, take a video before you put it back in, but that's how flush it should be ideally. This side's actually decent, so this side, the fitment should be perfect. That side had, Mom got into a fender bender when she had it, so it's a little off. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it looks good. The headlights look good. And when I tell you, those LEDs are bright, those are bright. They're kind of blue. I don't know how blue they are yet because I haven't gone outside. I turned them on just to make sure they were working. I like it. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to work, get everything fitted up. Bro, it's gonna look like a whole different car. So let me get back to it. Just like I was showing you guys here, they have this. I just noticed they have this here. My other side didn't have it because it popped. Or they must have, that's what I'm saying. They took it off and they didn't put it back. Oh, I didn't even know this was here. What the heck? It looks like we got some crusties. Uh-oh, that's not good. I gotta neutralize that. So that's good to know at least. This side, I'm going to base the other side off of this side because this side is better or good, so to speak. These clips broke off on the other side, so I'm gonna have to just make something work on the top there, but everything else should fit accordingly. I'm about to rinse and repeat on this side and replace this headlight, and then I'm going to finish putting on the grill because I have to put that back. I have to put that on. I haven't even done this yet. This is the last thing I'm gonna do, and then I still have to fit the LEDs and those and see if those work. It looks like they should. I don't know yet. These are bulbs, but this whole piece comes off, this whole brown piece, and then it's just that white clip. So we'll test that in a little bit, but I'm gonna get back to work, make sure this is all set up and aligned, and I'm just taking a video so that I can see where this headlight wants to sit, and I'm trying to check for any other clips that I might have missed. Again, 2 bolts. Make sure that clip is there, put that bolt in, bolt, clip, and then it should come off pretty easily. Oh, and this bolt here, but that's it. Okay, so this is going in now. This is an eBay one, as you can see, the holes are drilled. It's so that you can align it yourself. Now, if you look down here, right? You see these 2 things right here are blocking the way for this to go into the slot. Now these don't clip in or anything because they're not clips. This is just fiberglass. What you can either do is cut the fiberglass, or you can cut this plastic piece out and then put it through and then make some type of hole in the fiberglass to have it tied down. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the fiberglass, but what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to line it up in the front first, see where I like it, and then I'm gonna take this marker and marker it so that I can just cut slices out for it, and then I'll probably put holes or make some type of clip set up for that. And then obviously these clips up here, if you can, if you see here, you see that little piece right there where my pinky is, that's a piece where you can screw into. Again, it's fiberglass, so you're just gonna have to make your own hole. You can probably be firm with it. I'm probably gonna try to do that beforehand, and then, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes, but you're pretty much on your own with this one. You just gotta line it up and hope for the best. That's what I'm gonna do. Worst case, you make it a little bit looser and you make those screws tighten as best as you can. Make these holes as good as you can. This will hold it in, and then zip tie the rest that you can. Good luck. I found a better way. So literally take some dikes. And what you can do is, this is the same piece, but this isn't, you know, there's more clips on the original, but the eBay one doesn't have this many slots. But if you take this, you take some dikes to it, literally you can take it just like this, slide those in there like that, get as low as you can possibly, and then clip it, clean up the edge right here, and then you can literally slide it in, and it's literally holding it in place right now. So that's what I did for both, and the plastic kind of bends so that it holds that in place. Be careful because this fiberglass can be brittle, but now I'm literally about to line all this up and then slide it as tight as I like, get the alignment right. I'm gonna put the screws in, and then I'll probably drill the holes for this, and it should be good to go and should have the grill in. Yo, these things are extremely bright. I have to adjust them right now. I just raised them up because I thought that they were low, like the height of the actual low beam. They look like high beams the way I got them adjusted right now, but they're extremely bright. Between the new headlight assembly and the LEDs, they look like new headlights. It's extreme. So I'm about to adjust them and lower them, but here's the reveal. I know you can't see much because it's so bright, but I mean, you can see the beam obviously clearly. But if you look, that's really high up, shockingly. It's not as high as it looks right now. It's, when I get on the road, they're like up there. So I gotta adjust those. They're angled really up right now. I don't know if you can see the bumper because Oh, I didn't even check the fogs yet. But as you can see, the grill's in. The grill looks good. I know you can't see much, but the grill came out good. You know what? Hold up. Let me go turn the fogs on real quick. Let's turn the fogs on. I gotta go get the tool because I took it for a drive. So I did the toe alignment and all of that, so it's driving a little better. Oh my gosh, look at the difference. Yeah, these things are all bright. Yo, the fogs look crazy. They still look, oh, they just look yellow on camera. Now they look the same color as the headlight. I don't know why they're coming out that color on camera. The actual lens, like the fog light lens, is a little yellow, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe I get new fog light lenses, but jeez, these things are bright. All right, let me adjust this stuff. I got you guys on the front cam so that you guys can see the front of the car. I don't want you guys to see the headlights. And on top of that, I want you to see that the DRLs are indeed the high beams, which makes absolutely no sense to me because watch this. Those are my DRLs. So as soon as I put the car in reverse, the headlights are off right now. The headlights are completely off. My DRLs are on because it's the high beams, which I don't know what Subaru was thinking when they did that, because look at this. I'm just driving with DRLs. Now, when I turn my actual headlights on, boom. Extremely bright. This is with the fogs too. So fogs off real quick. Which way am I going? We'll go this way. So, as you can see, they're extremely, extremely bright. I just straightened them out a little better, so now they're not so high up. They still might be a little high up for the road, but honestly, I don't care. I'm so sick of being blinded by 1,000 other people. Now I have my turn to blind other people. I'm not actually trying to blind other people, but now I can see, and nothing is going to overpower my headlights and make it hard for me to see. This is, again, just the low beams, and then I'll show you the fogs in a minute. I just don't feel like having this guy flash me because he thinks my high beams are on. Okay, I'm not blinding nobody. He didn't flash me. So this is what's my fogs now. You can see the difference, right? This is high beams. Those are high beams. So yes, huge difference. I will put what these are because these things are extremely ridiculous. For the price too, this is amazing. These look like normal headlights, like the new style headlights is what I mean by that, like of the year headlights now. So I'm really, 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 really satisfied. The only thing I don't like is like when you get close to stuff, you start to see the blocks because they're not like, you know, they're not factory. So it's not like it's going into a bowl. But I do like it for what it is, for the length. You see right there, you can kind of see the squares. You can see the squares right now too, kind of. But once you get out into open road, you know, you can't see none of the squares. It just shows it out. But that's it. I thought I might have a cop behind me, so let's see if we get pulled over for these headlights. But it might just be a Camaro. But yeah, I like these things, man. I like these things. Go ahead, man. Okay, I guess I'm going. Nah, it's a Camaro. Alright, cool. Bro, I cannot believe how bright these things are. The other thing I don't like, so it does still have other DRLs. The other DRLs are like the corner embers. I think I'm gonna unplug those because they're still embers. They're not actual embers. They are like halogen style DRLs. So they look like embers, kind of. If they looked actually orange, I wouldn't mind them, but they do not look orange at all. So I'm definitely going to take out my corner light DRLs, whatever you want to call them, and have them off so that it's just LED everything, LED fogs, LED headlights, LED high beams, LED DRL high beams, because those things are crazy. I literally can't drive with my headlights off, like probably never. I'm gonna have to see what it looks like during the day because I hope I don't blind people. But anyways, I will show you guys some more clips of the front of the grill when I get some light around the car, because I know you guys couldn't really see much, especially the grill being black. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me, you know, giving the Crosstrek a new look, a new front end, a refresh. And yeah, I'll see y'all hopefully soon. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I will see y'all when I see y'all. So here y'all go. This is what the car looked like now. It's nice and wet too. Woo. The headlights look good. I don't see no condensation. Yeah, it looks good, man. Look at this. Let me get a good shot. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so you guys now seen the headlights. I'll show you a little more right now, but I want to talk about what's going on with my tires, because I remember I was talking about how I had some wear. I still got wear. Now, it was toe wear before, but on top of the toe wear, it's also camber wear, but it is not negative camber wear, it's positive camber wear, which leads me to talking about the coilovers, and I'll talk about that in a second, but let's just admire the headlights real quick. Yeah, man, they came out good. Grill came out good. Fitment of the grill actually is pretty decent too. I don't have no complaints with it. Everything looks good. Black corner pieces look good. Headlights look good. You guys got to see that, but anyways, what we're getting is positive camber wear. I know now because it's doing it to this wheel that I rotated as well. And the reason isn't necessarily, I mean, yes, it is because I have positive camber, but it's not because I set it to positive camber. It's actually because, if you noticed, it's doing it to both wheels. And the reason it's doing it to both wheels is, if you notice, this car is a little bit higher now. Now, what I'm thinking is these coilovers are getting cold, the fluid in the coilover, which is making the coilover stiffer, which is rising up the car. Now, I wouldn't call it an issue. It's actually a sign of a good coilover, because that means that they're sealed so well that nothing is getting out, and it's not like it's over pressurizing it where it's blowing out. So that's good. The only issue is that because they are that good, now we're getting positive camber wear, and now we have to put some camber into it. Again, remember, this is an eyeball alignment. I am not getting the toe wear now that I did the eyeball alignment and straighten them out. I'm pretty sure I put that in here, but if I didn't, that's what I did. So now I'm gonna add like probably a line of camber, maybe 2, just so that I can get like probably maybe half a degree, because it's got to be at like 0.3 degrees positive. So I'm hoping for like 0.3 degrees negative if I can. And then hopefully it'll wear the tire somewhat evenly, because these tires are pretty much on their way out. They're about 4 or 5s already. Again, guys, I do like 1,000 miles a week on these tires. So they're at 4 or 5s, which means they're not going to be good for the winter. I'm about to order snow tires for these soon, and then I will actually get the car aligned, and hopefully I'll have the camber and all that dialed in. With that being said, the ISC coilovers are really, 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 really good. They still have been doing me exceptionally good. The only thing is now that I have to keep in mind that when the summer comes back around, it's probably going to gain a half a degree to a degree of camber, negative camber, when it gets warmer again. And it's also going to make the front end lower. So I'm actually not going to change the height. That's actually perfect, because I wanted to get fatter tires. They're not fatter in terms of width, but they're going to be fatter in terms of height. So it'll be 25.3 inches versus this is a 25-inch wheel diameter. So that should actually give me the clearance and everything, especially with the camber I'm about to add. And I should be able to run those snow tires on these rims as is and not have any issues. The rear might rub a little bit. Don't really care. It's not that big of an issue. The biggest thing is that the alignment gets done right and we don't mess up the snow tires, because the snow tires are going to wear much faster than these because they're a softer compound, but they will be studded. So that's what I'm doing now, adding some camber, and then that's pretty much it for this week. I just wanted to talk about the coilovers real quick before I piece you guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed the grill and the lights and the update of the front end. Soon I'll do the roof racks, but you know, that's to come. I'm not really worried about it. But again, guys, I'm pretty much done with this car. I don't know what's next yet, but I'm not done yet. I got other stuff coming. It's not gonna be for a while, but I'll see y'all when I see y'all.